Hey everyone. It's almost nighttime right now, and this is late for me to be doing a live stream. I am off schedule. Not that I have a real schedule, but usually it's sometime during the afternoon, and today my little one, my 4-year-old, had some sort of a bug. It was like a little fever, some coughing, and she threw up a couple times, so that meant I was on mom nurse duty today, or mom doctor, whatever you want to call it, medical mom day. And thank goodness for my essential oils. I love that. Love getting into that. I have so much more to learn, but I'll tell you what I do know so far, what I've learned has really helped my family. And if you want to know anything more about what I do, sometimes I post pictures about what I do with essential oils, and a lot of times I don't, because it's in the moment and I don't take time to, make a picture of what we're doing. But man, that's some amazing stuff. I have no problem with conventional treatments and medicines sometimes when you really need it, but I will always go for the natural remedy first as a first line of defense. I feel like they're not as effective after a certain point, but man, I'll tell you what, those essential oils have been super powerful for my family, and I'm loving it. I still have so much more to learn, so I'm all about that. So those helped her today, thank goodness. So, didn't get to do my live stream, didn't get to do makeup. Makeup tomorrow, though. I'm going to be going to the beach tomorrow, and I'm doing beach makeup tomorrow. So I don't know what that's going to look like, but I'm going to make something up. Today it's just lip gloss. When you don't have anything else to do, it's just lip gloss and a baseball hat, because humidity is not my friend right now. Any of you guys out there have some serious curly hair when it gets humid? I've never had this issue until about a year ago, turning 40 something, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, what is with this humidity curly stuff? So yeah, the struggle is real, people. So there it is. So today I just have some mindset stuff because it seemed appropriate today, and it's about handling obstacles, and a couple of things that I always do and that I keep in mind when dealing with stuff that either gets in the way I shouldn't even say that gets in the way, because it's all perception. That's my first thing. That's my first tip, is really, if you're dealing with something and there's a problem that comes up, or a situation that comes up that you feel like you're overwhelmed by, you don't know how to get out of, you don't have any choices, you're overwhelmed, you're stuck. Really, it's just about perception. I would say, 99% of the time, changing your perception can just work wonders. And what do I mean by that? Well, there was someone that I worked with a few years ago, and she always said, everything is figure outable, meaning that there's always a solution somewhere. So you have to just be able to look at the situation you're in differently, take some of the emotion out of it and some of the pain and the fear, and be able to look at it differently. So like today, my daughter was sick, and I do my live streams, I do my makeup and stuff, and I have all of these plans and to-do action items that I have for my business every day. Well, guess what? She was sick. Now I could see that as a potential obstacle or an issue, but I had to really say, wait a minute, this is not a problem. There's a solution. Not a problem, always a solution. What's up? What can be done? Where's the opportunity? Because here's what happens. When you're stressed and you're pissed off and you're scared, you miss a lot of the opportunities that may come up or that are right there for you to see. So guess what? She's sick, and I had the opportunity to be Dr. Mom, medical mom today. And that's why I got into this home business profession in the first place, right? So that I could be there for my children when they needed me. And I don't have to ask anybody for permission. I don't have to take a sick day. I don't have to do anything but just be there. That's my choice. It's my business. So awesome. So that was the opportunity today. Instead of getting stressed out and in my head saying, oh my gosh, I'm not going to get this done. I'm going to be behind, or I'm going to be staying up all night, or whatever I'm thinking to myself, whatever's going to happen, and just you start going down this rabbit hole of what's going to happen because you don't do this or you're in this situation. No, just take the opportunity. I have the opportunity to be with my daughter today and be fully present. That's the opportunity. That's the gift. Now, that's probably kind of a minor thing. I know people out there are dealing with huge situations and obstacles, and I have too, don't get me wrong, and it's not easy to do this and get in that different perception space. It takes work and it takes practice. So, if you're listening and you have any sort of obstacles that you want to, get some help with, or help work out and see differently, comment and let me know. I'll use an example. In the meantime, say, your finances are in trouble and you're super stressed about that. Well, it just, changing your perspective and say, okay, not an obstacle, not a problem. Where's the opportunity? And coming from that place, more of a loving place, as opposed to fear, anger, anxiety, depression, really coming from more a loving place. How can I put, some love or light or positivity into the situation? And I had to, what I did long ago, here's what and this takes practice. Again, this is not easy because at first you're going to resist. There's going to be resistance in your mind and it's going to sound kind of goofy and you're going to go, oh yeah, right. But I promise you, as you practice and repeat, your mind will start to change. Your subconscious will start to, you got to train that subconscious that has those beliefs and those reactions that you have. Train it to be still with you and retrain it to think differently. So I had to start thinking of when my finances were really in the toilet, think of first the blessings. Move into gratitude, and I promise you, gratitude will always trump fear or anxiety or anger. You really get into that place of gratitude. So be grateful for anything. I don't care what it is. I woke up in the morning, thank God or thank Spirit, whatever you believe in, praise, and start from there. You have money, but do you have your light? You may be financially in trouble, but do you have lights on? Do you have heat? Do you have air conditioner? Do you have a fan? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have clothes on? Do you have a car? Do you have a job? Food in the fridge? All of that kind of stuff. Start there and be grateful. And I guarantee you, especially if you're living in the United States, you have much to be grateful for. So many privileges here. And I say this only because I just watched a live stream from Dani Johnson, which I think I might post on my wall, where she talked about the challenges that her charities help and work with throughout the world. And there are people out there going through some stuff that we can't even comprehend over here. So be grateful. Start and really come from that place of gratitude. And then I had to see my bill. So I started counting and writing down in a journal. I'm not playing. Every morning and every night before bed, little things I was grateful for. Starting with little things. Even if I felt like I didn't have anything to be grateful for because I was pissed off right then, I had to write it down. Everything. So start there and feel yourself start to relax. Feel yourself start to change a little bit. And then look at everything from there with gratitude or blessing or thanks. For example, when I paid bills, and this took a long time to fix. I'm going to tell you this right now. This was a huge shift. Every time I paid my bills, I would look at it and say, this is me giving thanks. I'm giving thanks to the electric company for keeping my lights on. I'm giving thanks to the propane company for keeping the heat. I'm giving thanks to, my mortgage company or my landlord. And I look at it as, I'm giving thanks for the blessing that I'm receiving. Instead of being like, these stupid people are overcharging me and blah, 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 and it causes your mind to shift. And it seems silly at first, but it starts to cause your mind to shift. And then when your mind's quieted and you're not stressing it and the emotion's gone, only then can you move into that place of number two. My number two ways to deal or handle an obstacle is to take action. Because what happens is, your fear and your anxiety will start to dissipate when you're doing something about it. When you're in action, when you're out of that stress, oh my God, I'm going to go into the fetal position mode, and you go into action, and it builds your confidence, and it makes you feel like more in control and gives the power back to you. So I would say, and one of the best videos I've seen on Facebook, and if you've seen it floating around, watch it again. If you haven't, look for it, is Oprah. And she talks about how when you're stressed out and things are going crazy and it looks like bad things are happening and you're just feeling in despair or overwhelmed, get quiet. Find a place to get quiet, whatever you have to do to quiet your mind, to sit in a place where you're by yourself or, by your favorite happy place, your ocean or your lake or wherever it is, and really quiet yourself. And once you're there, ask yourself, what is the next right move for this situation? What is the next right move? And then zip quiet and just listen. Listen to what comes to you. Don't impose any of your opinions and judgments and start chattering in your mind. Just silent and wait to hear what comes to you. Wait to hear what your intuition tells you. And I know Gabby Bernstein, if you've watched her at all, she's another thought leader on this as far as tapping into that intuition. And this is where this all comes from. Tapping into that source, that higher power, God, universe, spirit, whatever it is you believe in, that will give you the answers, believe it or not. And again, if you're seeing like, oh my God, Jen, this is woo-woo stuff and this is, hokey, everyone's entitled to their opinion, and I absolutely respect that. But I encourage you, if you're feeling this way, what have you got to lose? If you're stressed out and pissed off, what have you got to lose at this point? So try it. Really try to connect with yourself and listen for the answer and feel it. Because I guarantee you, even if you think it's woo-woo, at one time in your life, you have felt like you've had a coincidence happen, where something just happened that was a little too coincidental, or maybe you had deja vu, or maybe you had a gut feeling where something just wasn't quite right, or something felt really right and you were fired up and pumped up. Or you look back at a situation and go, you know what, I kind of knew that was coming because I kind of felt it. Well, hello, that's your intuition. That's your intuition talking. That is your higher self, your higher power giving you the right thing. And it will never fail you. It will never fail you if you keep yourself quiet enough to hear it. And again, don't beat yourself up if you don't do this now. It takes so much practice. Our world and our culture is so noisy. There's so much noise that we have to really practice this. So I encourage you to really, work on that quiet. You have the intuition, you have the answers, you have the connection to the highest power. So go for it. Listen, practice being quiet and trying to hear it and looking for the signs and feelings in everyday life where it's your gut talking to you. Okay? So once you do that, listen for that next right move. And then, like I said, take that action. Get a plan. Put a plan together to take action, because that will make you feel, again, like you're more in control. Like the fear will go away. When you feel like you're taking action, you're making progress, your confidence goes up. And that's when the anxiety, overwhelm, and feeling stuckness just goes, see ya. And it's a pretty damn nice feeling. So that is it for today. That's all I have. That's it. That's how you can deal with your obstacles, whatever they are. And again, if you need help with any specific obstacle that you're dealing right now, and hey, nothing from the peanut gallery. I love my peanuts, and I'm being serious here. Anything you want to ask about how to shift that perspective and get quiet, let me know. I'm more than happy to help out in any way I can. So that's it for tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to be coming at you sometime in the early morning, I think, with beach makeup, because it's supposed to be a nice, beautiful weekend here in New England. That means going to the beach and having some family fun. Hopefully my daughter feels better. She was okay going to sleep, so we're going to see what happens. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Friday night. Take care, and I will see you on the next live stream of, this time will be makeup and marketing or mindset. So talk to you guys soon. Bye.